Imagine if Buckingham Palace or Beijing's Forbidden City were put on the market. How much do you think they would cost? Building luxurious palaces allowed the kings, nobles, and business people to show their power and wealth. But have you wondered what's the most expensive palace nowadays? Or which palace construction are ordered by modern-day royals? Probably not. So we compiled the list of 10 most expensive royal palaces in the world. So let's get started. At number 10, the Abu Dhabi Royal Palace, Qasr Al Watan. Qasr Al Watan is the presidential palace of UAE, located in Abu Dhabi. Also, it is home to Crown Prince and Emir of Abu Dhabi. The palace was built by the government of Abu Dhabi in 2017, and according to Business Insider, its value is estimated at around $430 million. But some reports even suggest that the palace cost can reach up to $2 to $3 billion. The palace has 394 residences, including 94 suites and 22 residential suites. The palace is built in traditional Arabian style and spread across 380,000 square meters of land. It had took about 7 years and 150 million man-hours to build the palace. In addition, majority of the suites, including banquet hall, are furnished with gold, marble, silver, and crystal. Number 9. JODHPUR Royal Palace, UMAID BHAWAN. UMAID BHAWAN Palace is located in Jodhpur, India. The palace is owned by SINGH II, the eldest member of the JODHPUR royal family. The palace was constructed by Maharaja UMAID Singh in 1929, and work was finished by 1943. The estimated cost of building the palace was $1 million back then. According to reports, the estimated value of the palace at current market rate is around $600 to $700 million. Primarily, it serves as the residence of the JODHPUR royal family, but Palace 1 section is managed by the Taj Hotels, and one part has been converted into a museum. The palace has 348 rooms, and it also consists of a throne chamber, a Durbar hall, an indoor swimming pool, 4 tennis courts, and 2 marble squash courts. Number 8 is the ISTANA NURUL IMAN. The ISTANA NURUL IMAN is the official residence of the Brunei Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, located in the capital city of Brunei. ISTANA NURUL IMAN was included in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's largest living residence of a state head. According to Housing.com report, it is estimated to be worth around $1.5 billion. The palace contains 1,788 rooms, 256 bathrooms, and a banqueting hall for 5,000 guests, and a mosque that can accommodate 1,500 worshippers. The palace also includes a 110-car garage, an air-conditioned stable for the Sultan's 200 polo ponies, and 5 swimming pools. According to the information on the palace website, the windows, doors, and door handles are decorated with tiles made of pure gold. In total, the palace cost $1.4 billion to construct back in 1984. Number 7. The DOLMABAHCE Palace. The Dolmabahce Palace was ordered by the Emperor's 31st Sultan, Abdulmecid I, and built between the years 1843 and 1856, currently located in Istanbul, Turkey. In 1924, the ownership of the palace was transferred to the Turkish Republic. Dolmabahce is the largest palace in Turkey, and it has an area of 45,000 square meters, or 11.1 acres, and it contains 285 rooms, 46 halls, and 6 baths. The Dolmabahce Palace is extensively decorated with gold and crystal. 14 tones of gold were used to gild the ceilings. Over 100 kilograms of gold was used to decorate the palace. According to official palace website, the construction cost of the palace was 5 million Ottoman gold lira, or 35 tones of gold, which is equivalent to more than $2.2 billion in today's value. Number 6. Buckingham Palace. The palace needs no introduction, but I'll give it anyway. This palace is residence of Queen Elizabeth and the royal family of UK, and it's located in the city of Westminster, UK. The palace covers over 830,000 square feet and has 775 rooms, including 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, 92 offices, and 78 bathrooms, according to the royal website. The Buckingham Palace is estimated to be worth around $5.04 billion according to Forbes report. The palace is decorated with antique furnishings and artificial objects, and 450 super valuable paintings. The palace was built over decades and has different interior styles, for example, like Victorian, Regency, and Edwardian influences. Consequently, the total number of staff employed by the palace is around 499. The cost of running the palace has been estimated at around $85.2 million a year, according to figures released by the palace itself. Number 5. The Winter Palace. The Russian palace, which was constructed by Tsar Peter the Great in 1708 in St. Petersburg, and after that had served as the official residence of the Russian emperor from 1732 to 1917. Currently, it has been converted into a museum. According to Castle Tourist, the value of the palace is around $6.44 billion. The Winter Palace has 1,886 doors, 1,945 windows, 1,500 rooms, and 117 staircases. The palace is filled with various kinds of antique objects, treasures, and classical sculptures, and about 3 million exhibits, which includes painting, medieval art, ancient century paintings, and jewels, which is worth around $5 billion. Number 4. Tokyo Imperial Palace. The palace is a home of Japanese Emperor Naruhito and other royal family members. It is located in Tokyo, Japan. According to various reports, the value of the Imperial Palace is said to be $12.25 billion. Built on top of an old Edo castle, the palace covers 1.3 miles of land. The Imperial Palace spent around £2 million a year on clinic with 42 staff and 8 medical departments. The palace properties also include a 736 acres of farm, which supplies produce and meat for the royal family. The farm management costs were £6 million per year in 2021. In addition, there is about 160 staff who maintain the palace. A large amount of sum is allocated by Japanese Parliament to maintain all royal properties. Number 3. The Louvre Palace, France. The Louvre Palace construction was originally started under King Philip II in 1190 and ended in 19th century, and it is located in Paris, France. According to French historian Patrice de Moncon, the palace's own worth is $10.5 billion, and the treasure showcase inside contains up to 35,000 artworks and 380,000 objects, and they have a value of $35 billion, bringing to a total of $45.5 billion. The Louvre also contains some of the world's most famous and valuable art in its collection, including Da Vinci's Mona Lisa, which is said to be worth up to $900 million, as well as an array of other priceless antique objects. According to the New York Times, the Louvre raised as much as it gets from the state, which is about 122 million euros. The government pays for operating costs, salaries of staff, safety, and maintenance. The rest is up to the palace to finance. The Versailles Palace, France. The construction of the Versailles Palace was started by King Louis XIII in 1623, and the construction was completed by King Louis XIV in 1715. The palace is owned by the French Republic and has since 1995. It has been managed under the direction of the French Ministry of Culture. According to Love Money, it is estimated to be about $50.7 billion. The value of the palace's land alone is said to cost about $40.7 billion. The palace is capable of holding up to 20,000 people and has 700 rooms, more than 2,000 windows with 67 staircases. Valuables contained in the palace are around 5,000 pieces of antique furniture, which includes French and Italian paintings, sculptures, and artworks. The palace activities and routine maintenance cost is about 15 million euros per year. Around 800 people staff maintains the palace activities. Number 1. The Forbidden City, China, $70 billion. The Forbidden City was the home to 24 emperors, their families, and servants during the Ming and Qing dynasties. It is located in Beijing, China. According to China Today, the estimated market value of the Forbidden City, along with the land and its contents, is more than $70 billion, making it both the world's most valuable palace and the most valuable piece of real estate in the world. The building was built around the year 1406, and it contains 980 buildings and 9,999 rooms. It receives an average of 14 million visitors yearly. The Palace Museum is said to hold various priceless and unique artifacts of about 340,000, which includes paintings, including bronzewares, ceramics, and porcelain. These collections are rare and their value cannot be ascertained. The Forbidden City is currently being managed by the Palace Museum, which is carrying a 16-year restoration project to repair and restore all buildings in the palace. Thanks for watching the video. Comment down below your favorite part and let us know.